Hi friends, it's Darlene the Travel Bug, and today I would like to show you how I created a budget-friendly in-flight comfort bag. So this bag I put together with just some things I had around the house, as well as things that I purchased from the local dollar store. And so I'd like to show you how to do this just to show that traveling and being comfortable does not have to be expensive. So if this is something that interests you, stick around and I'm going to show you how I created this and how you can create one too. First, let's go shopping. So let's first talk about liquids. So any liquids that I'm going to be showing in this video will have to be pulled out and put into this 1 liter bag so that CATSA can review them when we get to the security checkpoint. The CATSA is the Canadian version of the TSA in the States. So for us here in Canada, we use a 1 liter bag. In the United States, I do believe you have a quart bag. So for the purpose of this video, we can assume that the liquids will be put into a bag like this for TSA. So here I have a variety of options that I have either collected from, my stash around the house, or I bought at the dollar store. So for instance, this bag and this one are from the Dollarama here in Canada. This is another bag. I believe I got this one at the Dollar Tree. It's just this one's a cosmetic bag. This one I've had for a very long time. It looks like a pencil case, but it was actually a little makeup bag. I just had this around the house and I keep that handy. And again, I think this was part of a set that was gifted to me. So this is nice and small for some of the smaller things that I need to gather together. And similarly, this is from the dollar store. This is, actually, it's from a product called Dr. Ho. I'm not sure if you're familiar with their TENS machines and of the like, but this is the bag that it came in. It's kind of like almost like a mini shaving bag. This is a little pencil case, so for some of the flatter things with an additional compartment. I believe this came with a purse. It was like a little clutch that came with a purse, but it's a perfect size for packing things. This is a pencil case. So again, it's nice to put things in. Pencil cases are great options. This one I use as a little clutch on vacation, but I can also use it to pack in my comfort bag if I need to. Another one that is a nice small bag. This one is again the dollar store, as was this pencil case. And this actually is another little bag that I came with a bigger tote bag. This was the insert, but again, it's good for these little things. And just for reference here, this is a packing cube that I keep it all in. This packing cube is also from the Dollarama. So again, these are all items that I've either purchased at Dollarama, Dollar Tree, or I've had around the house. So I just keep these available in case one size is better than the other for the particular thing I'm going to be packing. So this bag is actually a shaving bag, and I did get this at the Dollarama, and this is the one that I will be packing today. And I have added an additional carabiner so that when this is packed, it will go into my personal item bag. I can take it out and then I can just clip it to the seat in front of me, on the back of the seat on the pouch. All right, so let's get this packed up. So inside this one, I have an additional zipper compartment and then all of this space in here. So let's pack it up. I'll just set that over here to the side. So the first pouch I'm going to show you is this little pouch that I got in the Cayman Islands. And it's just a tiny little thing. So I'm sure you probably have something like this similar at home that you could use as well. If not, I'm sure you would probably find something similar to this at the dollar store. So what I'm going to be packing in here is my medication. So first of all, let me show you. I bought this at the Dollarama. And the reason I bought this, you'll notice one is missing here, is because these little things are really great to fill up with earrings and necklaces, things like that, or things, small things that you need to keep separated in your regular packing. However, for our purpose today, we're going to be using this for medication. So let me show you. So this one's already packed up, and you can see under bed is my melatonin. Then I also have pain reliever, I have Imodium, and then I have some gas medication. And this gas medication is going to be really good for jet belly. And if you don't know what jet belly is, when you're way up high in the airplane, we get bloated. And especially if you're drinking carbonation or alcohol, that really does amplify it. But in the case where I do get feeling bloated and uncomfortable, I will take the gas medication. So that will be the first thing that we're going to be putting into our little pouch. There we go, all tucked away in there. Now this is going to be the first thing that I'll be putting into the liquids bag. This is just a single use eye drop, and so I will pack it in here. Again, when I actually pack this, it will actually go into the liquids. Once I'm through security, I can then put it in here. But for the purpose today, we're just going to be packing it right in here. I have Gaviscon. This, I got a little package like this at the Dollarama, and it comes in a pack of 2 that are great in case you have heartburn or indigestion. So I will pack that in there as well. Now, of course, Band-Aids, because, you know, accidents do happen, and I make sure that I have a couple of Band-Aids in there. Then I'm going to pack some anti-nausea. So this is some Gravol, some lozenges, and then some regular cough lozenges. Because it is dry, sometimes you may start coughing. I know I do, and so that I don't irritate myself or others, I make sure I keep a couple of throat lozenges there. And that's what I'm going to just keep in this little bag. Any other medications that I need for my trip will be packed in my other luggage. So as well as having this medication, any prescription medication that you may have, you may need to carry, I would carry into a separate container. Make sure you also carry them in the original packaging. So that, we'll just put that in there for now. So next I'm going to show you the little tech gear kit that I have. Got this also at Dollarama. And so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to show you, I also bought this little stand at Dollarama. And it's just plastic, but it will do the trick. It has a variety of different angles that you can set it to. And then you put that there, and then your phone will sit here. And you can watch hands-free. You don't have to sit and hold your phone while you're watching movies. I can just stick that right in there. And then next, I'm going to make sure that I have my cord for my phone. And I also have a cube. And this cube is not from the dollar store. It's just something that I picked up on Amazon. You already have a cube. This one, although, has USB and USB-C ports so that I can charge multiple things. So I will keep that in here. Just put it up here for now. Just see how that's going to fit. And then I also have a little adapter. And that is so that it's USB on one side, USB-C on the other. So if I do need to use a converter, I keep one of those available. Stick that in there. And then we can zip this up. And that's it. Stick that in there as well. And I will keep it standing up as to have a little bit more room for other things. Next, I have a little bag here. Now this is actually a pencil case, but I like it because, well, it's flashy for one thing. I'll take this pouch out and go to the lavatory. And the reason I have that is, number one, I would like to freshen up. So I got this again at Dollarama. I have a toothbrush with a cap and a small little toothpaste. Again, you may have some of these around the house, but if not, they're great to store in here and get them from the dollar store. If you need feminine products, they will fit in there as well. And then I also have a little bit of mouthwash. So again, this little thing is going to come with me to the lavatory so that I can do a nice little fresh up. And I don't have to take my whole bag with me. So we'll zip this up and we'll put this in here. Okay, so this next pouch I got in Maui, but again, it's the same size as some of the other bags that I've shown. These are all in around the same size. And again, these are from Dollarama. I don't usually carry makeup on the plane because makeup is also very drying, so I use moisturizer. So for the moisturizer, I have one of these, and you may have noticed in beginning of the video that I purchased this contact lens cases at the Dollarama, and I will use these for I can use these for different things. So I can use it for necklaces, like earrings, necklaces, things like that. But in this case, I will be using it for my facial cream, and I'll be using it for sunscreen because also the sun is brutal up there in an airplane. You think you're protected, but no, you must wear your sunscreen. So unless, of course, you're flying at night. So I will make sure that I am going to put that in there. And then also I have a lip stain so that I can, look pretty without having lipstick on. But I must have my lip moisturizer. That is something definitely have to have. I'll get really bad chapped lips otherwise. Now, I do wear glasses, so I do carry with me some lens cleaners. So I will stick that in here. I also have long hair, so I make sure I have a few elastics, and I can stick those back here. This particular pouch has an inside, an insert here. This is it's an anti-fog. Not that I have to worry about fog necessarily on an airplane, but I'll just stick that in there as well. And then I have a couple of different options for dental picks, and these are also disposable dental picks, so I will keep that in there. And I keep a pair of travel scissors. Now, I know there's been some discussion about carrying these, but TSA rules are that the blade should be no more than 4 inches from the tip to the pivot, and anything less than that is acceptable. However, there have been some folks that said that they've had these confiscated on them. And I can see, especially after, when the rules first changed, but they've been getting better, I think. And again, even though the rules are the rules, I feel like some airports will allow certain things and others don't. So, they're not that expensive. I did get this. I've had this for a long time. I've traveled with it many, many times. This past summer, I think I was on 6 flights in Canada and the United States, and I've never had an issue with them. But you can also find these at the Dollarama or the Dollar Tree. So I will carry that in here. I bought this little travel brush. It does have a little mirror on it. Now, again, this is obviously not going to be top quality, but the fact that it has a little mirror, which I'm try not to get reflection of popped in your eyes there. And then this just pops out so that you have a little brush. you're going to have your regular brush in your regular case, but this is just to keep it handy with you on the flight. You have a little something to, brush your hair. Again, keep fresh. This also, I mean, you might have some room in that additional bag right here. You can stick it in there. So if you go to the lavatory, you want to brush your hair, you can certainly do that as well. And then the last thing I'm going to put in here is earplugs. So I don't need to bring them all, but I'll get this opened. All right, so that was a joy to open, let me tell you. But finally got the packaging open and just put a couple of earplugs in here. So this is in the event that you don't have a headset or anything and you're not planning to listen to any music, or they're not noise canceling and you want to get a little sleep. You can just pop these in. We'll stick that in there. All right, so we're just going to go ahead and throw that in here. I just have this battery backup. Now I could probably put it in here, but I choose not to. I'm going to keep it more accessible, and I'm just going to pop it right on the side there. So that way I have access to it very quickly. So some additional things that I will want to carry with me is a fan. So this is not from the dollar store, but there are fans that you can get, those long fans that are like an accordion style and they fold up and then they open up. You can get those at the dollar store. That would work well in here as well. But I just have this laying around the house, so I will put that in my case here as well. And then hand cream. This one I got in Hawaii, but again, whatever you have around the house. And also you can find a variety of different small travel size lotions at the dollar store. So I will put that in here as well. Next, you will need an eye mask. Now, this one I've had for years. I believe I did get it at the dollar store. They have a variety of different ones. I showed some at the beginning of the video from the dollar store, so that you can get some there. Some cute ones. Next, we all need to have a little tissue. And again, the tissues, they come in usually a pack of 8. I got these at the dollar store. It'll work great. Then I have some liquid IV. This is not from the dollar store, but I just want to let you know that you should carry something for hydration, whether it's something like this or just a bottle of water that you can get after you pass through security. You bring your own water bottle. There's filling stations that you can use to fill up water bottles. Just make sure you have something available with you. So I'm going to add this to my water, something that I've had around the house that I will take with me. Let's stick that in there. Going to keep a pen with me because even though I probably will have a pen stashed like everywhere, it's always good to have a pen, and a lot of times people don't. It's good to have because traveling international, you may have to sign documents, visas, that kind of thing, declaration forms. So just make sure you carry a pen. So I'm going to stick this one at the top here, as well as my gum, because you're going to need that for takeoff and landing, or at least I do, and also my seatmates appreciate it. And then I have some waist wipes, but there's usually 2 of them that I carry with me, one to wash my hands before a meal, and the other I use to wipe down my seat and tray and what have you. And I will keep these right up here. So there's just one other thing that is not in here, and that is I do have noise canceling earbuds, or whatever they're called nowadays. I do have those, and they are going to be going in here for my flight. However, those were definitely not from the dollar store. In the video that I showed at the beginning when I was shopping at the dollar store, you would see some earphones that you can buy. They are just, they're not top quality or anything, and you can even get them on the airplane, but they sell them really expensive on the flights. So I just get them from the dollar store, so at least you'll be able to listen to the entertainment, and you're good to go from there. So there's options. So this is the bag. This is everything. There's still lots of room in here to put more stuff if you decide that there's something else that you need to have at your seat to keep you comfortable. So we'll zip this up. This will go into the personal bag. I get on the plane, I take this out, I clamp it to the seat in front of me. Everything else gets stored under the seat in front of me. This can just hang there, out of the way, And I've never had an issue with them, having me store it for the flight to landing and takeoff. As long as it's clipped on and it's not in the aisle, they haven't had an issue. So that's what I do. And this bag is definitely well loved. But again, dollar store, Dollar Tree, Dollar General, whatever dollar store you have, you can buy things to help you to get by on that flight. Well, friends, I hope this video challenges you to create your own in-flight comfort bag. And you can see that there are many different options available to you just by using things that you have around the house or things that you can get at the regular dollar store. Traveling doesn't have to be that expensive. We can learn how to travel with the things that we need and be comfortable and do it for cheap. And why not? We deserve to be comfortable on our flights, right? So I hope that you're inspired to create a bag like this of your own. If you do create something like this, let me know. Share in the comments. And if you enjoyed this content, let me know by giving me a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button. Until next time, friends, happy travels.